course, just trying to make sure that we're on. Here we go. Excellent. Great. Welcome. Welcome to our Wednesday, our day to feel luminous and loved at the end of our session today. We were talking about Truma, gifts that were brought to make the tabernacle, the Mishkan. And there is a very famous line at the end of the first section of this Torah portion that says, Asuli mikdash ve'shachanti betocham, which means make for me a tabernacle, make for me a sanctuary, mikdash, so that I may dwell among them. And one of the beautiful ideas here is that even in our synagogues, sanctuaries in all over the world, in the temple in Jerusalem, God doesn't dwell in those places. God dwells among the people that frequent those places. That if there is a sanctuary built, that's when God dwells bitocham, among them, inside of them. So that the idea is not that God dwells in a building, but that God dwells inside every human being that's connected to some kind of holy structure, one might say. So that the indwelling of God's Spirit isn't about walls, and it's not about windows, and it's not about a building, and it's not about a place. Although we do gather in that place. And it is there in the gathering where that indwelling of the Divine Spirit happens. But it's not necessarily because it's a mikdash. I mean, think about all the synagogues that meet in storefronts, or meet at the Jewish Community Center, or meet in a social hall, or meet in a gymnasium. It doesn't matter where it is physically. Asuli mikdash, make or do for me a sanctuary. And you can make a sanctuary anywhere. You can make a sanctuary in your backyard. You can have a sanctuary anywhere in the world where Jews would gather together. And I guess nowadays we might say, a sanctuary has to have certain ritual objects, but does it? Any place can be a holy place where the indwelling of the Divine Spirit can rest. And that's important for us to consider and to take into our lives, that we don't need to go somewhere to feel the Spirit. We just have to make a sanctuary wherever it is that we are. That's been exceedingly difficult over this last year, but it is true. Your homes have been sanctuaries over this year. When we gather for services, we're in our prayer place, prayer sanctuary, but the sanctuary is actually built by the waves that go across, right? I mean, we're building a sanctuary by gathering together now to do our meditation and our mindfulness. We're seizing the moment to step into our spirit. Isn't that what a sanctuary really is? A place where one feels divinity? And that doesn't have to happen with a building. That's what takes place inside of us. There's that song that we sing on Shabbat morning sometimes. Prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. And what that means is that we prepare ourselves to be a receptacle of the Spirit. And that is about us and about what we do, how we think, how we carry ourselves. not necessarily about going to someplace. So, I guess this gives permission to all of us that since we're at home, that our homes are our sanctuaries. And it is when we create that space, we create the space for the Spirit to come in, that's when it can happen. And I would like to suggest that part of what we do on a Monday through Thursday is to create a sanctuary within ourselves, to create a place where there's safety. Isn't that what a sanctuary is? A place where one can go and feel, a place where one can go and not be afraid, a place where one can go and express themselves however they need to express themselves. That can happen anywhere, and that preparation can happen inside of each of us. So I think we can, those of us who have been doing this regularly, we can feel good about the fact that each day of the week before Friday, we are creating a kind of sanctuary for this half hour inside of us where the dwelling of the divine can happen. And I might even say that the kinds of thoughts that we may have during our meditation, the openness that needs to occur in order for us to really concentrate on the now and the breathing and the heartbeat and everything that's happening in this exact moment is creating a sanctuary in time so that there can be something special that happens inside of us. So that sanctuary is us. Asuli mikdash. Make for me a sanctuary, and I will dwell among them. If we can create the atmosphere of a sanctuary inside of ourselves, then we can feel the divine within us. So maybe that's something that we can think about today as we do our quiet time and concentrating on our breathing. So I'd love to get into a strong yet comfortable position. And we're just breathing regularly. We're not trying to push anything. We're not trying to solve anything. We're just breathing. The ultimate presence. Being present. To concentrate on this breath and then the next breath. Our heartbeat and our bodies and how they are reacting to the air that comes in and out of our bodies. Here we go. We're not trying to solve any problems right now. We're not trying to soothe. We're not trying to fix. We're just being and allowing things to be as they are for now. Just a little reminder, an invitation, as your thoughts take you away from your breath without judgment. It's very natural. Just bring yourself back with love to your breath. As we head into our last 4 or 5 minutes on Wednesdays, we ask to feel luminous and loved, to feel light in our heart, to feel shining and glowing and filled with luminescence. May I feel luminous. May I shine. May the light that is me come forth. May I feel luminous. And may I feel loved. May I feel luminous and loved. Just on each breath, offer these two feelings. May I feel luminous, enlightened. May I feel loved. May I know that there at least is one person out there that loves me. I'm sure there's many more for all of us. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. And with each breath, ask yourselves one of those. May I feel loved. May I feel luminous. May I feel luminous and loved. If you'd like to invite someone to come be with you in your mind's eye and offer this blessing to them, may you feel luminous. May you feel loved. May you feel luminous and loved. Just stay with that for a couple breaths. May you feel luminous. May you feel loved. And we can bring it back to ourselves. May I feel luminous. May I feel loved. And then let's just bring ourselves back to our breath for one last moment. Finishing up in the now. Finishing with our breath. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Hope that you were able to find some stillness and peace. May you feel luminous and may you feel loved. Have a beautiful evening.